Afrobeat news. Nigerian musician Teni was almost kidnapped in Rivers State, and guys, I'm utterly shocked. And if this comes out as true, because reports are still coming in, nobody's really quite sure what went on. But let me just say this: if this comes out as true, Rivers State is in line to take one of the biggest L this year. And the funny thing is that the year just started. Now, in case you guys don't know what has been reported, let me let you guys know. Teni of recent was performing in Rivers State in a particular part of Rivers State known as Buguma. Now, let me start by saying this. On a normal day, Rivers State is one of the most peaceful states that you can ever be in Nigeria. Nothing usually happens. However, on this particular day and during this particular performance of Teni, it seems like Teni was almost kidnapped in front of onlookers, in front of dozens of fans up on stage. And this was even in the presence of her bouncers. Now, according to reports, this guy snatched her right from the stage where she was performing, and it had to take some of her bouncers to start firing guns like left and right in order for them to scare up these so-called kidnappers. With that said, let's analyze this in details. First of all, in order for these kidnappers to have get so close to Teni, they must have purchased tickets to get that close. And the fact that they were willing to kidnap her right from the stage in view of all the onlookers, all the fans, without any regards, which means that these guys, they had the audacity, like they did not care about the security in that particular place, which simply means that security must have been very, very weak. So personally, I'll blame the show promoters and the show presenters. Whoever organized that show has to be blamed. There must have been a very, very weak security team for the fact that these guys were able to get on stage, like they were able to get so close to the stage and were able to attempt to kidnap her, like rip her from the stage before her bouncers were able to get to her. Very, very unfortunate. But guys, let me still go on to look at some other reports, right? So some people said it was kidnapping. Some people said it was two rival court members that started, an altercation that led to Teni being caught in the middle. But nobody's really sure what really went down. But the predominant report right now is that Teni was almost kidnapped in Rivers State. And personally, I'm completely, utterly in shock. And me, as a Rivers boy, I feel completely embarrassed by the state and by the government. To be honest, I feel like this is where you need to start doing more in security. The fact that a Nigerian musician can be saved in Nigeria, in a state in Nigeria, is completely, utterly shocking. And it just screams a loud L for the state right now. Teni should have not been in this particular situation. And I'm thinking the kind of trauma that Teni must be living through right now, the fact that she was almost kidnapped in Nigeria, in our own country, is one of the most traumatic experiences ever. And I'm just guessing that she would never want to return back to Rivers State, never, for any kind of reason whatsoever. Buguma, you guys really failed the state, right? You guys really failed the state. And the current governor, right, Governor Wike, man, you have to work hard on security. This is completely and utterly embarrassing. Now, let me go on to read some tweets from people that attended the show as regards what happened, right? So this particular person known as Ikwere Ahaji wrote this: Teni nearly kidnapped in Buguma, Rivers State. This is scary. Another Twitter user wrote this: did they actually wanted to kidnap her? Then somebody that attended the show, known as Mayor of Pitakwa, wrote, yes, and that's when her bouncers statues, I think that's the event started, and that's when her bouncers started shooting everywhere, not just towards the sky but everywhere. It was horrible. I feel bad for her. Another person said this, right? I just hope everyone's okay, including Teni herself. Now, wow. Some like that same guy, Mayor of Pitakwa, wrote, I was there and it was a mess. People were rushed to the clinic because of the stampede. Oh man, this is anyway, guys. This is as much tweet I'm going to read, but I will conclude by saying this: I put a lot of blame in the show organizers and also in the sitting government right now. First of all, the show organizer, it is your top priority to make sure that whoever you're bringing is completely safe. Like, security should be your major priority. The fact that these so-called kidnappers were bold enough to buy ticket, because that's the only way that they would have come into the show, except if probably you guys have like a loose security team as well in the gate. So they must have bought tickets and bought like the most expensive tickets so that they can be right there in front of the stage, and they must have organized this in such a way that they will be able to snatch her right from the stage and bounce with her. The fact that they had so much balls and guts to think that they can pull that off in front of everybody watching and her bouncers means that they really felt like the security was loose, was really, really loose. Aside from that, the state governor, right, it is a complete and utterly disgrace that some Nigerian musician would come to your state and not be safe and be almost kidnapped. This is a complete stain on Rivers right now, and they have to start working on it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to stop here, man. I feel very, very disappointed with what just went on in Rivers State. So guys, tell me what you think about this particular situation, the particular thing that's going on right now. And please, if you have direct contact or link to Teni, send your regards. I know that she must be going through one of the most traumatic periods of her life right now. But anyway, guys, don't forget guys to like and subscribe as well as turn on post notifications, and stay tuned for more Afrobeats related entertainment and just coming at you. I'm out now, guys. Peace.